Everyone, this is Lisa Marie from Artistry by Lisa Marie. Welcome to the studio. Today I am going to show you how to draw a profile view of an eye. So we have front and then 3/4, and now we're going to do profile. So front, the eye is looking right at you, 3/4, it turns a little bit, profile, completely the side view of an eye, and we're going to just jump right in with a teardrop shape. So I have my pencil. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. Nature isn't perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Just draw a teardrop shape. And there's many different eye shapes out there, so hey, it doesn't matter if, your teardrop may be a little bit more narrow, maybe it's a lot wider. It could just be a bit more of a funky looking teardrop. It's fine, whatever you want to do. But starting off, there's a teardrop shape. Next, we're going to draw a little weird, funny U shape right up here. So this upper corner of the eye, almost like we're extending some strange part of the of the teardrop there. But there you go. Next, we're going to draw two half circles. So one will be larger, one will be a medium. So we have right where basically the center of this teardrop is, maybe a little bit off to the side, a little bit, yeah, not quite. So this would be center. We're going forward a little bit more here. That's where we're going to draw a half circle. And then we're going to draw another half circle. Then we're going to add a little teeny tiny circle right there. So overlapping this and these two half circles, there's a little tiny circle going right there. Next, we have the top part of this teardrop, this shape, this top line. We're going to mirror it. We're going to mimic it with another line that just follows the teardrop shape we already have. And then this little funny U shape that we did, we're going to connect them. And you can be fancy, you can add a little extension there if you want, you don't have to. But there's the top lid of the eye. The bottom lid of the eye, again, we're going to mirror or mimic the bottom line of their teardrop shape. And then, just as we get here to the end of that teardrop, we're going to connect them. You can draw another bottom line if you want to. You don't have to. It won't perfectly mirror this. It's going to wisp away a little bit. So you could have here just a little wisp going away. And then take your eraser and draw get rid of any stray lines you don't want there. And there's a pencil or line drawing of a profile of the eye. Pretty straightforward, but we want to go next level with our drawing. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some shading. So we need to know what our light source is, where the light is coming from. So we're going to get some rays of light right here. Those are very fancy rays of light. And now that we know where the light is coming from, we can tell where our shadows are going to be. And remember, an eye is a ball. It's round-shaped ball. So look at a soccer ball out in the sunshine, and wherever the light hits, so on this side where the light is hitting, it's going to be lighter, brighter. Where the light is not hitting, on this side, it's going to be darker. There's going to be more shadow. Take your pencil, or whatever you're using. You could be painting this. You could use pastels, crayons, markers. There's so many options. And just add some more markings here because this is curving in and away. Let's curve in and away a little bit there. You can get fancy, add a little more shading here since it's further away from the light source. So there would be more shadow. This part, this lid right there, gonna have shadow there. That'll be in shadow. Shadow, shadow, shadow. This inner crevice, this funny little U-shaped thing that we did, that's gonna be in shadow. Come on, boy. Then this bottom lid. So this part right here, that's jutting out. That's catching the light, which means it will cast a shadow right down there. You can be gentle when you do this at first, just gently putting some more pencil marks down. You could do sweeping pencil line or cross hatching or dots for stippling if you want to do something like that. Have fun with it. There we go. This upper lid, which is coming out, catching the light, means it's going to be casting a shadow on the eyeball itself. So we'll do a little bit of shadow there, right underneath the top eyelid. Then, because this is a ball, so it curves out, it's going to be catching more light here, but then down here it's curving back in, so it's not going to catch as much light. So we're going to have some more shadow here. It's a ball. Balls are round. There we go. And then this center part right here, it's black or very, 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 very dark. So we just fill that in quickly. Now you have a roughed in shading, and you can leave these beautiful pencil marks if you want, because I love pencil marks, but I'm going to show you how to smooth them out. You could take a blender. I like to use paintbrushes of various sizes and shapes because it's fun. And I'm just going to brush it right over wherever I put pencil lines. And you won't completely lose the pencil lines when you do this, but it will soften everything. Go. So you're still going to have a bit of a, sketch, pencil sketch look to it. But this is a fun way to get some nice softer shadows. Look at that. This eye is really looking this way. I love how intense profile eyes are. I just feel like they're so extreme. So here we go. And then you take an eraser. I have a mono 0 eraser. You can also use, say, a kneaded eraser and just fold it to whatever, point or tip you want. And then, because when you were softening everything, maybe you got markings or graphite where you didn't want it, just go back, add the highlights where you want highlights or the lighter part. So when you're coloring realism or drawing realism, remember dark, medium, and light. So this is the light where I'm erasing right now to get some nice, brighter, whiter, lighter areas. This shading that we just did is medium. So light, medium, and now if you want dark, so dark, medium, and light, just go back with your pencil and add some slightly darker shadows. So go back wherever the shadows would be darker, so where the light isn't really gonna get there or reach anything, just add another layer of pencil. And you can, again, extend this up a little bit. some nice shading in there. Maybe there really be a cast shadow going on here, something really dark. Definitely would be darker over here because the light can't reach that. Darker back here because the light can't get all the way over here. This bottom part of the eye, maybe that's a little bit darker because it's curving away. This center part, you can go there if you want. And then while I'm doing this darker part or darker shading, we can definitely blur that a little bit more. But something else is if you want to add some texture to this part of the eye, you can do that too. And I'll show you how to do that next. So first, let's just quickly smooth out this darker shadow that we just sketched in there. And there's a bit of a pattern to all this, so you sketch it out, put on pencil. If you want any highlights, you can go back with your eraser, put down more pencil for some darker areas. You go, oh my goodness, that's too dark, or I need more highlights, and you go back with your eraser. So there's definitely a cycle to this. Pattern. And then keep going until you get it nice and smooth the way you want it. This has a lot of graphite on it, and sometimes I'll use that to extend the shadow with some nice, gentle, softer shading. You know, you use something quite a bit when there's a bunch of graphite already on your blender. I do a lot of drawing. Okay, so now we have our dark, medium, and light, and now we can add some texture to this. And to do that, you just draw lines going from this outside semicircle or crescent, whatever you're calling it, and draw them towards the center half circle. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be the exact same length or anything. You can always expand this to be bigger. I'm just showing you different things you can do here. Take the paintbrush, soften that whole thing. Go back again if you want. Get some real nice dark, crisp lines. Some people prefer a softer look. Some people like having a nice, more dark look. It's whatever you want. Remember, this is just a nice, quick and easy way to draw eyes. It can get way more complicated than this. Take that eraser, because we got a little crazy with the blending. You can take that circle and extend it in if you want. You can also use that eraser to get some nice highlights inside or in between those other lines in the eye. Don't have to. Again, have fun. Do what you want to do. So many people worry so much about being perfect when they're sketching and drawing, and It should just be about relaxing and enjoying and embracing the creativity of it, um, which is why I do these little sketches, because they help me relax. Now, this is the part where we go, okay, we have some nice dark shadows, we have a fantastic outline of an eye going on here, just adding a little bit more dark shadow around here. But what about eyelashes? You don't have to draw eyelashes if you don't want to. My favorite reference is Leonardo da Vinci did not draw eyelashes. Look at the Mona Lisa. She doesn't have eyelashes. You don't have to if you don't want to. You have an eye, you like it, leave it. Not everyone has eyelashes. If you want to do eyelashes, remember, they go around the eye, just like think of a cartoon drawing of a sun where the rays go around the ball of the sun. The eyelashes go around an eye. Now, the thing with a profile eye is the longer lashes are going to be on this side. They're going to be right where there's this larger sort of area of the eye. And each eyelash is an individual. It's its own unique creature. It's going to go the way it wants to go. So they're going to go around. And you can, so these are going to go this way towards the center. They're going to go a bit more up and down. And then as they go towards that way, they're going to go that way. And I don't know if you can really see, I'm not going too dark with my eyelashes here, but they're going to do their own thing. You can clump them together. You can have individual strands doing their own, going their own way. You can darken them right near the base if you want by just adding more pencil. You can have them go down into the eye a bit and then swoop up. So down and then up, down and then up. So they have more of a curved look to them. You can have more cartoony, lots of things you can do. So thicker on the upper lid, and then the bottom lid a bit more sparse. So just like before, you can have them a few, they're individual strands doing their own thing. They can go right into that bottom lid a bit, but they go out, down, and out, just like those cartoon drawings of suns that you see, where the rays go around the sun. And closer to the corner of the eye you get, the less eyelashes you usually see. You can have a lot of fun with this, actually. Really get some crazy eyelashes going there if you want. And there you have it, a side or profile view of the eye. Thank you so much for joining me in the studio today. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next video, and stay creative.